Computer, start recording. Well, it took a few more jobs on Irom. They went pretty smooth. Between the drops, I went to the arcade to blow off some steam, and I ran into Gargoyle playing Mercenaries, a game where you're a boss of a lance of battle mech mercs. It's not really my type of game. To be honest, I have more than enough of that in real life. But Gargoyle seemed to be in trouble, so I got curious and ended up giving him advice for like 15 minutes. Well, it was interesting, to be honest, and it did get my gears turning, so I spent a few more minutes thinking on how to streamline some operations in the mech bay. Right now we are setting off to Panzer because we heard that the Taurians are making another push, but it seems to be about disrupting supply lines more than taking territory. They are probably trying to start a front line so they can just steamroll over what's left of the restoration afterwards. Computer, stop recording. Computer, start recording. Well, we arrived on Panzer, and while we were in the transit, we managed to secure parts for another stalker, so Yang will have something to do while we're planetside. The mission is to make sure no transporters reach the command center. If the Alpha manage to get their people inside, our supply drops are done for. There also seems to be a field hospital in the area. We'll need to keep an eye on that if we can. I'm commanding this mission and I'm taking Behemoth, Gargoyle and Archangel with me. Behemoth is gonna be the second in command, and I benched Gargoyle from the last priority mission because he was not experienced enough and because Kamea protested. He's still got a few tricks to learn, but he's far more refined now. Kamea is still protesting me taking a Taurian, but she's not in the sector, so I don't care. Well, no more delaying, I guess. Up to the dropship. 2200 hours. Touchdown. We have 4 transport APCs registering on my sensor. Those are our priority target. Our allies are working on the turrets, but it'll take some time to get them online. Behemoth, Archangel, you defend the landing strip. Gargoyle, you and me are taking the slope. 2202. First contact and an APC down. 2203. We have confirmed signal of an APC heading towards the hospital. Gargoyle, stop that crawler. I'm holding this flank. 2205. 4 APCs down. The Taurians landed 2 additional ones. Take them out. Once our infantry has the free range, we will have the turrets up in no time. 2207. APC slipped by me. APC destroyed. 1 left. 2209. All APCs destroyed. Turrets will be online shortly and hospital is secured. Let's clean out the stragglers, everybody. 2216. Mission accomplished. We'll be getting airborne shortly. Computer, start recording. Alright, so the news are... we're screwed. Okay, that's not exactly the news, but supplies are running thin, so now Kamea has to make choices whether to give fuel to civilian supply ships or the troops. I'd hate to be in her shoes right now. Lord Madeira made contact with us. He found what he was looking for, but he's having trouble evading capture. We can't leave Panzer immediately, however. The front is stabilizing, but the Taurians are letting up, and as we established, the restoration is stretched thin, so even one lance going off the front would be a disaster. Well, while we're stuck, we decided to take the crew planet side to watch a meteor shower. Dr. Murat thought it might boost morale a bit. Well, since most of the planet is secured and we have nothing better to do, why not? Computer, stop recording. Computer, start recording. Well, the Taurians are done for. They attempted to drop a lance to capture a smaller spaceport, but we intercepted them before they got anywhere near it. Decker led the drop and Bansa was his second in command. I avoided giving this mission to her because if she wants to command the lance, she also needs to know how the second in command thinks. Otherwise, you risk losing cohesion. The drop ended up going without a hitch, and now that the restoration has at least a bit of breathing space, we are off to Goldra to pick Lord Madeira. Computer, stop recording. Computer, start recording. Well, we arrived on Goldra, undetected apparently, but we did receive a new message. Lord Madeira was captured. He did manage to leave the data we were looking for in a dead drop, and his subdermal chip is still transmitting, so we can pinpoint his location, but that might also be a trap. It's the best we got nonetheless. We have one suitable drop zone in the area, and both his probable location and the dead drop are in the way, which is a good thing because we can check both. This sucks to say, but I'll need my fastest pilots on this mission. That's why I'm sending Decker, Medusa, and Glitch. Kamea insisted on accompanying us on this trip even though it verges with a suicide mission. I hate her sometimes. Well, I will try to play Overwatch from the atmosphere and feed them any info I have. Computer, stop recording. $1,200 the Lance made a touchdown and are traveling to the holding facility down the road. 12-12, first contact. Half-busted crawlers, equally unmaintained heavy mechs, and some light turrets with a generator right in the open. I don't like this. 12-14, area secured. 12-15, yep, it was a trap. They cover in the forest plateau. You have a lance on the ground and 2 additionals inbound. Focus your fire on the closest mech you see. Shit. Seems that Victoria was the one who planned all of this. 12-16. Okay, that's one lance down. The second one will be reaching you in a few minutes from the east. So get ready for that. 12-19. Second up 4 lance landed. They might be light mechs, but they are fire starters, so do not approach them. Third lance is inbound in less than a minute, and it seems they are getting the idea of what our goal is. Decker, you got the fastest and the sturdiest mech here. Get to the facility and download what we need before they wipe it. 12-12, transfer started, hold position Decker. Everybody else cover him as much as you can. 12-30, we got it. 12-32, up for eliminated. Now get your asses back to the landing zone. 12-44, we got everything we need, everybody's on the ship and we are hauling our asses back to Irom. Computer, start recording. Well, I just got back from the briefing. Seems that Dr. Murad deciphered the data we found, and it includes a holovid of both Lord Espinosa and his daughter discussing on how to stage a chemical attack on a Taurian colony and blame the Federated Suns. Oh, it doesn't get better than this. This might turn the tides in this war of attrition. This could broker us a peace, or at least a ceasefire with the Taurians. Even if they continue to supply the Directorate, this is big. As long as they don't actively shoot at us, this is big. I do feel sorry for Kamea though. She had to leave Lord Madeira behind. And from the little I know, he was one of the rare people who she trusted, even when she evaded assassins on a daily basis. This alone is painful, but knowing that he's in the hands of that loon Victoria, he's got enough guts to deal with her. I just hope he can take it physically. Well, until Kamea rings the bell again, it's back to the good old notice board for us, I guess. Computer, stop recording.